Hello, Soldier Boy here, and welcome to the Nations Cup. Now normally I do these races the last race of the evening or the second to last, but due to work and time constraints and family constraints, that's not possible. So I'm doing the first race of the day, the 5 o'clock one. It's my one and only shot. I'm also doing it in a manual rather than automatic as I normally drive. I've had some practice, so I thought I would follow through all my practice and go to the manual. A little bit of pre-warning, there may be some background noise as the kids are sorting dinner and stuff. But I've got one shot, one race, see what I can do. I'm going to try and do as many races as I can in the Nations Cup, but work does get in the way quite a lot of the time. But we'll see what we can do. So we're going to start with qualifying at least. I've got -2 for the front. Let's see what we can do. We need a nice, clean, early lap. We need a decent banker. Try and stay away from the cars around us. There is tyre wear obviously on this qualifying as well. My fastest in practice was a 2:07. It's not going to do my tyre wear any good. It was a 2:07, but then I went into a lobby and tried to do it with tyre wear, and I was around 2:10. So there is some difference. But for this out lap, just trying to stay away from other people really. I need a nice clean qualifying lap. So I want to be ahead of people. I'm not too worried about slipstream. I want a banker that's perfect. That's what I'm after. Whether there's enough time to pit after you've done a banker to get a decent set of tyres on, I'm not entirely sure. It might be worth actually having a look at and seeing if we can. I'm hoping the clicks of the buttons aren't too annoying for people. But I thought, it's the exhibition series, why don't we actually follow through and actually learn, do it properly with gears, and just see what's the worst that can happen. Right, now for the banker. What can we do? I do want a good qualifying time. We are back to B rated. I did some races after I'd recorded the video that goes out on Friday for Daily Race B, and managed to do well enough to get back into B rated after I dropped out last week, so that's always good. Do have a look out for the video on Friday night 8 o'clock, Daily Race B, proving you can win races in an automatic. It's a good video, I really enjoyed making it. So far not too bad a lap. I'm managing to concentrate on cars around me and do the gears, which is always the focus. I'm hoping I'm taking the corners in the right gear. I may not be. You may be looking at it going, no, you're in the wrong gear. I've tried my best to figure out the right gear, and this is what I've come up with so far. And I'm out of time to figure anything else out. So we shall see what happens. Don't think there's going to be enough time to do this lap and then put a fresh set of tyres on, looking at the time already taken. So after this banker, it's straight on to another hot lap, I'd say. A little bit wider than I would have liked there. Someone's already left. It's one person we don't have to worry about in the racing. Alright, across the line for our banker lap. What are we going to get? It's not going to be brilliant. 210. So about average for what I've been doing in practice with tyre wear. Definitely room to improve. So we'll see if we can do it off this lap. It's this corner that catches me out more than any other. Someone has tried to go for the pit to see if they can get a different set of tyres on and set another lap. I think it's going to be tight. Currently behind the car who's currently qualified 10th. We're currently in 11th, so we're actually behind them in qualifying. It's a little bit late changing up to 5th there. We're up on a best time so far by 4 tenths. Didn't go wide that time, so it should be better. This is the other corner that I do struggle with sometimes, just knowing whether to brake or not. Right, can we improve? We can improve. 209.9. Still in 11th though. And I don't think this time's going to be any better after having to brake suddenly to avoid the car. We may get one more lap after this. Maybe there was time to change tyres. That's what a lot of people seem to have been doing. Down in 12th now. 2 seconds off the pace. That's not too bad, to be fair. Qualifying can be a little bit of a lottery, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. Especially when it comes to using gears, considering I'm a complete novice with gears. But I think I'm doing okay. Down on a best time. I did say this lap wouldn't be an improvement. Unless I can make up for it in this last little section. A little bit later on the power than I wanted. No fuel usage in qualifying, so that's not going to make any difference. Tyre wear is, that's the thing. Still don't know if I need to brake for that or not. Sometimes I brake for it, sometimes I don't. It's a little bit of a confusing corner for me. Gone down to 3rd this time. I was staying in 4th, wondering if that was quicker. I don't think I want to beat my qualifying time. I'm currently in 13th place. Anything can happen in the race. No, was down a little bit on it. Alright, so our last go at it. At qualifying. The tyre wear has been happening, so that is going to affect us. We're just up. Didn't get the best one out of the corner, I don't think. But we are up on our previous best and before the corner. Whether it's enough to gain in positions is another thing. Down just. It's currently in 14th. Thing is, anything can happen in the race. Someone gets bumped off, gain a couple positions because of penalties. Anything can happen. So qualifying is important, but at the same time the race matters. I'm envisaging, if I can actually get the word out. It's a no pit stop race. Tyres should last, and fuel definitely last. Didn't need to go in a second there. That's messed up this lap, I think. I'm wide on the exit. Might even get a penalty for that. Yeah. Well, that's how I'm qualifying over. I knew I'd gone wide by not braking. We're going to get a penalty. It's not going to matter. Qualifying is over for us. Our best was a 2:09, which currently puts us in 14th place. People are still running though, so that could all change. One person's already dropped out. I don't know if he's out of the race or just out of qualifying. There's a couple of British people here. We've got a guy in 5th. I've dropped down by looks of things. Back down to 15th. Another British guy in 17th currently. Two people running behind me, so there's a chance I won't start 15th. The lowest I could start then in theory is 17th. No. Challenger 001. Slower time. I'm 3 seconds off the pace then, basically. Not bad for someone who's a novice with gears, I must admit. It's not a bad circuit. There are a couple of corners I'm a little bit unsure of, even after all this practice. Wasn't that close at the top either though. The guy in first, 7 tenths to the guy in second. That's quite a long way. So 15th place. So we qualify. That's not bad. We'll take that. So everyone's B, everyone's S rated safety. It's definitely the low end of B. It's not middle or anything like that. It's low end of B. So a 206.8. Wow. Yeah, I think he's probably dropped down a little bit with the daily races. He's probably a lot quicker than the rest of us. But it's what's going to happen when your tyres start to change. Points on offer. So we want a top 10 is our aim, which would be a decent amount of points. I think last exhibition series I managed to get 60 points or 66 points or something, but I didn't do that many of the races. And I was probably lower rated. I would have said D, maybe C. But yeah, I don't know how my schedule's looking, working home and stuff, but I'm going to try and do as many as I can. Here we are, Nations Cup 2020 Exhibition Series. This is normally when you look through the cars and that's quite cool. But everyone's in a Veyron, so it's all going to be a little bit odd. Obviously I'm not going to have time to edit the video at all, so this will be everything, pure unadulterated video with the race, qualifying, everything. Nothing edited at all, including me, live commentary, which means I've got to be a little bit careful, and there will be times when I'll go quiet. Right, it's a false start as well. That's something I've got to be aware of and be careful with. Like I say, if you hear any background noise during the race, I apologise, but it'll be the older boy doing dinner while I do this. Also, on another note, I won't be doing the Manufacturers' Cup this week, mainly because I'm at work. I have already picked my car. I am with Aston Martin, as I am every time. I like to represent an English manufacturer. And Jaguar, I just aren't good enough, and McLaren, I'm not a fan. And there we are, that's us. With many Bugattis behind us and in front. That's a nice livery. I really like that livery, that's quite cool. So one thing I've not really spent much time doing is liveries. I'm not artistic enough, I don't think. Right, false start is on. That's something to be aware of. Got to remember I'm doing manual gears. That's a big thing. Here we are, Nations Cup. Bit of a sluggish start. Car getting punted ahead of us. We're trying to stay out of trouble. I tried to stay on the inside, avoid people, for that very reason, because I knew that would be happening. Let people sort themselves out a little bit. We're going to touch the guy on the outside of us. He turned in on us. First lap is always the worst, as everyone is all over the place. Oh, I didn't change the gear. Too busy looking at the cars ahead of me. A lot of cars going off here, I wasn't expecting. I panicked when I saw the car flying towards me. Luckily he ghosted. Challenger has got ahead of us. Got to be careful onto this. I will go for the inside. Braked early to avoid any trouble. I didn't want to knock Challenger out of the race. It's a lot to think about when you're doing gears and looking around at other cars out here. Had a couple of missteps of gears, forgetting to change gear while looking at other stuff going on around me. We might have the run on Challenger here. I will look for the inside. Car on her inside, try and take advantage. You can never decide whether that's the second or third gear corner. So currently we're one position up on start. As I say, there won't be any pit stops, so the only thing that's really going to affect it is other people. As long as we keep ourselves clean and out of trouble. Currently we're racing Challenger, the other British guy. I changed gear a little bit too early there. Got a guy right on my tail now. He's going to challenge, he's going to take the inside for the sweeping right-hander, which is a little bit of a worry, because I tend to cut it. Just managing to hold it together there. Did touch the gravel. I don't want to have to be defending, that's going to make me lose time for Challenger at this point. Oh, he's completely sideswiped me off the track there. Yeah, I think that's the Frenchman from the start that was hitting people off. Completely sideswiped me. Down to 16th now. Got some positions to make up. But if he's going to drive like that, I'm sure he'll put himself out of the race pretty quickly. Wasn't happy about that, but there we go. What can we do? We have got another car on the tail as well, so we've got to come back with this. 15th goes a bit wide on the corner, but not worry about anyone else, so we've got to concentrate on our own race. Bit of a slide there. Got that corner all wrong. Got to try and catch this group ahead now. We're out of slipstream range as well. He's looking at our inside. I saw him coming. It's not going to plan so far. I've changed gear too early. I'll lose a bit of time doing that. He's defending the inside by the looks of it. Oh, press the wrong button. Oh, I apologise. I didn't mean to do that. I'm on it 4 seconds yet. I braked early because I went to change gear and press brake instead. That's a complete mistake on my part. So we're going to take a 4-second penalty for that. It's going to ruin the race for us. But then we've got it all to play for. I knew I was going to make mistakes, but I was hoping it wouldn't be to anyone else's detriment, to be honest. Whereas that is a big one. Raji ahead. Other people getting penalties now as well. Why is everyone going slow through the corner? It should be a 4th gear corner. I'm gonna have to. It's going to take some driving to catch up with these guys. Come on. Back in it. Right, down at 18th. Now we've got it to make up. It's a car going the wrong way around the corner. I've completely panicked on that. As you may have seen with the gears, I completely panicked. Right, cars are going all over the place, Ed. We can make positions up here. It's doable. We're not quite halfway through the race yet. Definitely can make up places. Frenchman with a penalty as well, which means I've got to be a little bit careful. Caught him on there. I had nowhere else to go. Car went wider than I wanted it to. Car has hit us now. I'm assuming that's payback for earlier. I'm going to let him go because he's just been an idiot. I forgot to change gears. There's a car pitting ahead of us. That wasn't what I was expecting. Right, the Frenchman is a bit of an idiot. We've got to be aware of him. And we've just been hit from the side. I'm going to get the SR drop. I don't quite understand why. I don't think that was my fault. It's not the cleanest racing I've ever had. Got to get away from this Frenchman. We know he's a little bit of an idiot. And he will cause us issues. He's going to take his penalty though, so that will help us. There we go. See you later. Changed gear a little bit late there. Belgium comes through. '14th place. It's still one lap up, or one place up from where we started. It's not too bad. We got a 4-second, which was completely my fault. Got to pay so much attention and not press them on buttons. Alright, we've got to settle in for the last half of the race now. Do what we can. Try and make up some more positions. We're still aiming for a top 10. It's still doable. 10th isn't too far away. Group of 3 cars ahead of us. Another Frenchman. I'm a bit wary of the French at this point after what's happened earlier. We're going to go around the outside of the Frenchman though, and we'll take the position. Thank you very much. And 11th is pitting for fresh tyres. I'm pretty sure this is a no pit race. Does seem surprising. People are pitting. Frenchman comes back at us there. Back in the 13th, Frenchman gets the position back. Another guy on our inside now. He was turning in no matter what, whether I was there or not. He did not care whether I was there, as he's still doing now. Yeah, he didn't care I was there. He was not giving us any room whatsoever there. Which means I've got to be aware of him behind me. 13th place, positions gained on start. I'm wary of the two French people behind me. So far, the only dirty people I've seen are French people. Definitely feel the difference in the tyres as well. But I'm not pitting. I just don't see why you'd need to. Managed to get us, there was a bit of separation to the car behind, but he'll probably come back at us at this corner. Pretty happy so far. It's not completely gone to plan. That 4-second penalty for me pressing on buttons wasn't really what I needed. A little bit wide there. Got a little bit of a gap to the car behind though now, just over a second. Definitely got to concentrate on changing gear. That's my biggest issue. Remembering that I'm the one doing gears and not the computer. I want to let the computer change gear for me a lot of the time. We're up on our best, which is good. Group of cars ahead of us. These are the kind of cars we want to be catching up at this point. If we want to get into that top 10. Which means if they're going slower, they're either having issues with the tyres or they're struggling for consistency. Hopefully, anyway. Not many laps left now. One of the French guys has managed to catch me up, he's on the tail. Challenger is 2 positions back on us as well. I've gone deep into there. Managed just to hold it together. Lost a bit of time to the car ahead though now. And I've got a car challenging me on the inside, and it's the French guy. He's never going to play nice. Fully aware of that. And I've now got Challenger who's hit me from behind. Definitely coming under pressure now. Lost the position back in the 15th, which is where we started. Took that too wide trying to avoid other cars. That's not good. We'll let Challenger go. I think my race is between me and Challenger now. I want to beat him. The other British guy. Would help if I actually brake for the corner. Yeah, it's not gone massively to plan at this point. But when there's bunches of cars, there's a chance for them to make mistakes and battle each other. 3 seconds off the cars ahead. We have a car on a tail. We're currently 16th, so a place less than where we started. And we've got 2 laps to try and catch these cars out of us now. That was a very bad lap for us. But he points on the doors no matter what. kind of wish I had the time now to actually do a few more races tonight, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to cover the inside because I'm fully expecting a dive bomb. I apologise to any French people out there that do watch, but as you can see, the only bad drivers I've had so far today are French drivers. Don't know what that is. We'll get a better run out of the corner at least. I remember to change gear this time, which massively helps. Penalty for one of the cars ahead. French guy takes us under braking. I messed up the braking zone there. I've enjoyed using gears though. It definitely takes a lot of gear use. There's a lot to think about and a lot to do. You can see my last couple of laps I've been brilliant by the times. My early laps were good, but I definitely let myself down as the race has progressed. Down too many gears. We're going to be on to our last lap in a minute. Is there any more places to make up? There is a car with a penalty. Whether that will play any part. Don't think that penalty is going to help us. Oh, I forgot to change gear again. So unless anything happens between those that are still racing, we likely to finish 17th. Chance to gain anything else out of this race now aren't very high. But it means I've opened my account at least. Hopefully I won't get dropped down back to C after this race. That would be annoying. As I say, I've got no more time as I'm back at work, so cars all battling hard ahead of us. So all we can hope is one of them makes a mistake. A couple of cars have quit though, for only be 17 finishes. And there we have it for the opening race of the Nations Cup. 17th place. My last lap was actually a pretty good lap. We definitely made some mistakes. But we've opened our account. And 22 points straight off the bat. So I hope you enjoyed the race. I hope you enjoyed my opening account. As I said, I won't be back for the Manufacturers Cup on Saturday as I am working. Hopefully I'll be on for next week. I stay in B, good. Yeah, I will be back next week for Nations Cup as well. That should be absolutely fine next week, but it'll be later. Might be a live stream. Might try and do a live stream for that one. See how we go. Whether I'll stay manual or go to automatic, I don't know. Obviously, there were some issues with me doing that, but you live and learn, and it's the only way to do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for Friday's video. I personally feel it's a really good one. It's proving that you can win in an automatic. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.